Hi everyone, welcome back to the series. So last time we covered past tense. Now let's cover the future tense, which is also pretty easy the simplified version. So it does get a bit more complicated, just slightly more complicated, the advanced version, but the simple version is very easy. So I'll have to explain this in future, but some verbs you can't do this. Well, what we basically do is just use a word similar to will. So the verb být, meaning to be, is not used in the present tense, but it is used in the future and the past. So the past, it will be byl, byla, byli, like it changes for gender again. In the future, it will change a bit like the present tense, so it's a bit weird. So я буду, ты будешь, он, она будет, just simple conjugation. Мы будем, вы будете, они будут. So you take these with will in the future, and then you just add the infinitive form. So some verbs you can't do this with, but most of them you can. I'll explain it in more detail later, but basically, if you want to say I will talk, я буду говорить. If you want to say I will play, я буду играть. So it's pretty simple. You just need to learn the conjugations. Буду, будешь, будет, then the infinitive form of the verb. So generally verbs are quite easy in Russian. So for example, if you want to say what will you do, you would say что ты будешь делать? Что ты будешь делать? What will you do? Literally. It's literally what you will do. Basically, it's almost identical to English. And basically that's it. You just need to remember the forms. So, what will they do? Что они будут делать? So it's not too difficult. You just need to memorize the conjugation. So я буду, ты будешь, он будет, она будет, then the infinitive of the verb. So there are some verbs that you can't do this with. Again, I'll explain this later. It's about the type of verb. Anyway, that is basically just simplified future. So yeah, verbs aren't too difficult. The present tense only changes for each person, but it's not too difficult. Normally quite regular. Past tense, just add l, change for gender or plural, and future, you say will, just learn one verb and then the infinitive. Let me know if you have any questions. I will go into more complicated I will go into a more complicated version later when I've introduced everything. But at the start, you just need to know the basics, and these are the basics. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.